So when I look at this, what would happen if I added this together? Would anything eliminate? Yeah. What eliminates? Y's. So sometimes you get a system where they already eliminate. You don't even have to do anything to them. So let's just add them together. X and X is 2X. Those eliminate, they're opposites, additive inverses. Now, if something did not eliminate, then you need to do more work. And then here 2 plus 4 is 6. Solve for X, divide by 2. And you get X is 3. See how much easier that is? I already found the X value, it's 3. Now to find the Y value, you pick your choice, first equation or the second. Me personally, I like things with positive signs, so I'm going to pick the first equation. And you're going to plug 3 in for X. So 3 plus what is 2? Well, that's hard to think about. But what if I subtract 3 from both sides? And I get y is 2 minus 3, negative 1. And I would write down my solution. X comma y would be 3, negative 1. I would highly encourage that you check your work. So 3 is for X, negative 1 for Y. 3 plus negative 1 is 2. Yes. 3 minus Y is negative 1. 3 minus negative 1 would be like 3 plus 1, which is 4. So I know without a doubt that I'm correct. Okay. And so what I want you guys to try now is let's try, I don't want to give you one that's not the same. Let's try number 4 from your practice. So X minus 2Y is negative 2, and negative X plus Y is 3. So what I would do is, if you're watching this at home, I would try this problem from your practice, and then I would hit pause and then see what the answer is here in a second. So on this problem, you may notice that if you add them, something eliminates the x's. So go ahead and add them together. X and negative x eliminate. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. And negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And most of you got to this point. From there, to undo the negative 1 times y, you divide by negative 1. And you get y is 1 divided by negative 1. Negative 1. And I'd say a lot of you got stuck at this step. You know the y value. You know they cross at negative 1. You do not know the x value. So you have to pick an equation that has both an x and a y and use the information you know to find the x. And so this is where kids get confused, because you really have the option. You could pick x minus 2y is negative 2, or you could pick negative x plus y is 3. Your choice. There really isn't one that's better than the other. the two people I helped pick the second one, so that's what I'm going to pick. So if you pick this one, but now I know the y value. So I get negative x plus negative 1. And one of the people I helped, they didn't put plus negative, they just put minus, same thing. Equals 3. So all I did was I took the second equation, you could have picked the first, and I put in that I know that y is negative 1. That's all I've done. From there, you're going to use Algebra 1 skills, trying to get x by itself. You have a negative 1 to get rid of. You add 1 to both sides. And you get negative x. 3 plus 1, 4. And then from there, this is like negative 1x, right? Divide both sides by negative 1. 4 divided by negative 1 is negative 4. So I would say my solution is x first, negative 4, then y. So I think the answer is negative 4, negative 1. Do is check your work. So negative 4 is x, negative 1 is y. So let's see, negative 2 times negative 1 is plus 2, and then negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2, and then also negative 4 would be plus 4, and then 4 plus negative 1 is 3. Another way you could check your work, if I just completely confused you, is on your Desmos. You may be asking, like, why not just use this all the time? Well, you can't use Desmos on the test. At least I don't think you can. And I know you can't use it on the ACT. But notice where they intersect, it's negative 4, negative 1, which is exactly what I just got. So you could use Desmos to check your answer at home. It's very useful. Here, if I add these together, I get 5x minus 2y. Nothing eliminates. Here, if I add those together, I get 1x. Oh, those do eliminate. That's an easy one, right? Here, 2x, 3y. Nothing eliminates. Here, 3x minus 5y. Nothing eliminates. So you cannot use elimination if nothing eliminates. So let's pick one of these. We'll do problem number 2 together. First thing I would do in your homework, copy down the problem. X plus 2y is 3. X minus y is 6. If we add these together, nothing eliminates. We get 2x, 1y. So do not add equations together if nothing eliminates. You need to manipulate the equation. And so you get to decide, do you want to eliminate the x's? Which they're almost opposites. They're both 1. You just want one to be a negative 1. Or do you want to eliminate the y's? They're almost opposites. That's a 2. If I put the negative 2 there, then they're opposites. So this is negative 1. I can multiply it by 2 to make it negative 2. So really, there isn't a correct solution. Well, there's one solution, but there's more than one method to get the solution. And so which one do you want to eliminate, the x's or the y's? X's. So this is 1x, 1x. We want one of those to be a negative 1x. So you get to pick. One of these, you're going to multiply by negative 1, your choice. I like to do the second one. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 1. Negative 1 times x, negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative y would be plus y. Or 1y, same thing. And then negative 1 times 6, negative 6. Sometimes you also have to multiply the first equation by something too. Also, I should say also, not too. In this problem, you don't have to. So this one I'm just going to pull over. I have x. I'll put a 1 there. Some kids it helps to put a 1, but x and 1x are the same thing. And then here's 2y. And that's 3. So all I've done so far is I chose, and again there's many different methods, I chose to keep the first one the same, and I chose to multiply the second one by negative 1, and now when I add these, the x's eliminate. They're gone, which is called elimination. 2y and 1y is 3y. 3 plus negative 6, negative 3. Solve for y. Divide by the number in front of y, because that's 3 times y. And if you type in a calculator, negative 3 divided by 3, you get negative 1. To find the x, you get to pick. I like to pick, it really doesn't matter. I'll just pick the first one. And I'm plugging in negative 1 as y. Then I get x plus 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And then solve for x, add 2 to both sides. And I get x is 5. So I'd say solution 5, negative 1. Now I would also check your work. Is the answer 5, negative 1? Let's double check. 5. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 5 plus negative 2 is 3. And then x is 5. 5 minus negative 1 would be 5 plus 1 is 6. So I know without a doubt I'm correct. I could also use that.